Every night we close our eyes and embark on journeys. These journeys are called dreams. They can be strange, happy, or sometimes scary. We might fly without wings in our dreams. We might talk to people we have never met. For centuries, humans have wondered about these nightly experiences. They are a deep mystery that unfolds while we are asleep. Scientists and thinkers are still working hard. They want to understand why we dream. They also want to know what our dreams mean for our minds and our bodies. Understanding dreams helps us understand ourselves a little better. Dreams are like movies that our brain creates. These movies play while we sleep. They are often filled with vivid images and strong emotions. Sometimes the stories in our dreams make sense, other times they're very confusing and do not follow any logic. You might find yourself in your childhood home one moment, then in the next moment you could be on a distant planet. This unpredictable nature is part of what makes dreams so fascinating to people. It is a universal human experience. Everyone dreams, even if they do not always remember their dreams when they wake up. Why do these internal movies happen? This question has puzzled people for a very long time. Ancient civilizations often thought dreams were messages. They believed these messages came from gods or spirits. They would try to interpret dreams to predict the future, or they would use them to guide important decisions in their lives. Today, science offers different explanations. These explanations look at how our brain works. They also consider our feelings and our daily experiences. The quest to understand dreams is a journey into the workings of our own minds. It's truly a fascinating area of study for many researchers. Think about the last dream you remember. Was it full of color, or was it like an old black and white film? Did it feel very real, or did you know you were dreaming? These details are all part of the puzzle. Our brains are incredibly active even when our bodies are resting. Dreaming is a clear sign of this constant activity. It shows that our mind is always processing information. It is always working even when we are not aware of it. This nightly adventure is a fundamental part of being human. It is a shared mystery we all experience. Many psychologists have tried to explain dreams. One very famous psychologist was Sigmund Freud. He lived many years ago. Freud believed dreams were a window into our unconscious mind. He thought dreams showed our hidden wishes and desires. He called these wish fulfillments. For example, if you dream about eating a big cake, Freud might say you secretly want that cake. Or perhaps it represents a deeper, unfulfilled desire for something else in your life. He suggested that dreams have a surface meaning and a deeper, hidden meaning that needs to be uncovered. Freud said dreams have two parts. The first part is the manifest content. This is the actual story of the dream. It is what you remember when you wake up. For instance, you might dream you are flying over your city. The second part is the latent content. This is the hidden psychological meaning of the dream. Freud thought the latent content was the important part. It revealed our unconscious thoughts and feelings, so flying over the city might not just be about flying. It could symbolize a desire for freedom or a feeling of being on top of things. Another important psychologist was Carl Jung. Jung was a student of Freud, but he had different ideas. Jung also believed dreams were important for understanding the mind. However, he did not focus only on hidden wishes. Jung thought dreams helped us with personal growth. He believed dreams connect us to a collective unconscious. This is like a shared pool of human experiences and symbols. He called these symbols archetypes. An example of an archetype could be a wise old man or a nurturing mother figure appearing in a dream. These symbols, he argued, hold universal meanings. Other psychological theories suggest dreams help us solve problems. When we are asleep, our mind can work on issues from our waking life. It can make new connections and find creative solutions. Some people report waking up with an answer to a problem they were stuck on. This is called the problem-solving theory of dreaming. Dreams might also help us process emotions. If you had a difficult day, dreaming about it might help you deal with those feelings. These psychological views show that dreams are not random. They play a role in our mental well-being and understanding of ourselves. Our sleep happens in different stages. One of the most important stages for dreaming is REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. During REM sleep, our eyes move quickly back and forth under our eyelids. This is the stage when most of our vivid dreams occur. We usually have several REM cycles each night. Each cycle can last longer as the night goes on. If you wake someone up during REM sleep, they are very likely to report that they were dreaming. This stage is crucial for many brain functions, not just dreaming. What happens in our brain during REM sleep? It is surprisingly active. In fact, some parts of the brain are almost as active as when we are awake. Brain scans show a lot of activity in areas responsible for emotions, senses, and memory. For example, the amygdala, which processes emotions, is highly active. This might explain why dreams can be so emotionally intense. At the same time, a part of the brainstem sends signals to relax our muscles. This is called muscle atonia. It prevents us from acting out our dreams, keeping us safe while we sleep. One biological theory about why we dream is called the activation synthesis hypothesis. This idea was proposed by J. Allen Hobson and Robert McCarley. They suggested that dreams are simply the brain trying to make sense of random signals. During REM sleep, the brainstem sends out various electrical signals. The higher parts of the brain, like the cortex, try to interpret these signals. It weaves them into a story or a dream. So, a random signal related to balance might be interpreted as flying or falling in a dream. This theory sees dreams as a byproduct of brain activity. Another important biological function linked to dreaming is memory consolidation. This means that REM sleep and the dreams that occur during it might help us store important memories. It could also help us forget unimportant information. Think of it like cleaning and organizing files on a computer. Dreaming might be part of this process. It helps the brain decide what to keep and what to discard from the day's experiences. Research also suggests dreaming helps us regulate our emotions. By replaying emotional events in dreams, we might process them in a safer environment, reducing their intensity. Modern science has new tools to study dreams. Researchers use machines like EEG, which measures brainwaves. They also use fMRI, which shows brain activity by tracking blood flow. These tools allow scientists to look inside the brain while people are sleeping and dreaming. This gives us more objective data than just relying on dream reports after waking. Scientists can see which brain areas become active during different types of dreams. They can also study how sleep patterns and dreaming affect learning, memory, and mood. This technology is opening new doors to understanding the nightly mystery. Recent studies have found interesting links between dreams and learning. For instance, some research suggests that dreaming about a task you are trying to learn can improve your performance. If you are learning to play a new song on the piano, dreaming about it might help you play better. This supports the idea that dreams play a role in memory consolidation and skill acquisition. Other research is exploring how dreams might boost creativity. The strange and illogical nature of dreams could allow our minds to make new and unusual connections. These connections might lead to novel ideas or solutions to problems. So, why do we dream? The answer is likely complex. It is probably a combination of psychological and biological factors. Dreams might help us process emotions, as Freud and Jung suggested in their own ways. They might help us solve problems or consolidate memories, as biological theories propose. The activation synthesis hypothesis reminds us that the brain is an active organ, creating experiences even from random signals. It seems dreams are not just one single thing. They likely serve multiple purposes, all contributing to our overall mental and physical health. They are a rich and complex part of our lives. What does the future hold for dream research? There are still many unanswered questions. Will we ever be able to fully understand the meaning of every dream? Could we one day record dreams like movies and watch them later? Some scientists are working on technologies that try to decode dream content from brain activity. While this sounds like science fiction, research is constantly advancing. Perhaps in the future, understanding our dreams will be a standard part of healthcare. For now, dreams remain a beautiful and intriguing mystery, inviting us to wonder about the hidden worlds within our minds each night.